In this video, we're going to talk about how to survive in the Nether in hardcore mode. Now, my first tip is don't come here. Avoid it. This is actually a very, very dangerous place. You can die in the Nether very easily. There's plenty of mobs that can attack you and can kill you very quickly, especially the gas. They're very dangerous. And as you probably have found out before, they do splash damage. So you really want to avoid coming down here if at all possible. That's actually my first tip. However, if you do decide to come down here, I do recommend a couple things. Now, there's actually a couple reasons you may come down here. The first is you want to build your mansion or build a house down here, and that's fine. Most people, I would say, don't do that, but some people want to have their main base down here, and that's fine if that's what you choose. The second reason, and probably this is what most people are doing down here, is to farm something. Usually they want to farm glowstone, they want to farm lava or nether wart. You know, that's a big thing to get. And I think probably one of the biggest things to get are blaze rods. That's probably one of the biggest items that people like to get. So let's say you have a point of interest where you want to go to farm whatever item you want to farm. What I always do now, especially in hardcore mode, because remember, you only get one life. That's it. Game over. If you lose your life, it's over. So you really have to protect yourself wherever you want to travel. And usually sometimes it can be quite a distance away from wherever your portal is. And that, again, that's going to depend a lot where perhaps the Nether fortress is or whatever you're trying to farm. And in this case, I did find if you can see this, let's go up here, actually over here. You can see how far, well, I don't want to fall down here and die. This actually is a hardcore game, active game I'm playing. But you can see it way over there in the distance. So what happens with this is, let's say I want to farm blaze rods. And that's going to take, I may come back here 20 or 30 times. Well, I'm running over there. It's quite a distance. Eventually, you're going to get attacked and jumped by something. And down here, there's a good chance you might die. So what I recommend is that you build sort of a tunnel or passageway all the way to the Nether fortress. And that's what I did here. You see that? This takes a lot of time. So, that's why you have to be patient. You want to actually build a passageway, and I recommend that you put supplies in here as well. You can see I don't have a lot of supplies here right now, but usually I do. But just everything you would need to survive down here. Food, torches, and a crafting table, wood, all those sorts of things. So you can see how long this took. I mean, again, I had to be very patient and build this, but I can now run all the way to those blaze rods, my blaze rod farm, and pretty much, there's no chance I'm going to get attacked. I mean, there's torches in here, so nothing's really going to spawn. I think once in a while pigmen might get in here, but for the most part, this is very, very safe. So what you're really doing is you're mitigating the chances. I mean, obviously, eventually you'll probably die, but you're just trying to mitigate that. And you can even see in here, I built a passageway in the Nether fortress as well, because I did not want to have any chance where I got attacked. And I can also placed down a ton of torches. And now the other thing I did was I put a door here, and the main reason is if I got attacked deeper in the fortress, I could just run past here and shut this door really quickly. So I recommend you do that. You put a couple doors. You might not want to put down pressure plates because the mobs obviously can follow you, so that's not a great idea. So I usually almost always use a physical door you actually have to open, not pressure plates. And then, you can see here is my blaze spawner right up here, actually. But I'm not going to go up there. I don't want to die. But that's how I did it. So I can get here every time I want to come here. I can get here really fast. So that's really the biggest tip I can give you. If you want to survive in the Nether, build lots of passageways wherever you're going, and make sure there's a rooftop, because lots of things obviously can drop down and attack you. Make sure it's completely self-contained so that nothing can get in here. That's what you're trying to do. Again, you're trying to mitigate anything, or basically mitigate the chances of you getting attacked in the Nether. Because as you know, and you've probably found out, if you get attacked in the Nether, things usually go badly, or can very quickly. Especially if you get jumped by multiple mobs, and I've had that happen. And the other thing, it's very dark in here. So if if there's not a lot of lava around, you get attacked, you can't see where you're going, and all of a sudden you're dead. The other tip I want to give you, and this is probably the most important thing, when you're playing hardcore mode, as I said, you only get one life. So don't go cheap on the armor. Make sure you have a full set of diamond armor, and make sure it's in good shape. Like I have some armor here, backup armor, but mainly you want to make sure that your armor is in good shape, and also you have fire protection. That's a big one. At least one of those pieces of armor should have fire protection. And actually mine currently doesn't right now, so I have to get another piece that has it. I actually lost it, so finally wore it down. I should have repaired it, big mistake. So that's really the main tips that I have for surviving down here. Just build wherever you're going, build. Be patient, build a passageway, and that way you run the risk, or eliminate the risk of getting attacked. And this took a lot of time, and a lot of time and effort, but it's worth it because I've come back here several times now when I needed to make potions to get a blaze rod, and now I can do it in relatively safety. And actually the plan is eventually, I don't have much of a chance of getting attacked up here, it's relatively safe, but eventually I might actually build that passageway all the way up to here. Okay, as always, thanks for watching.